On guys, so this is going to be a short video on the mini bike. A lot of you guys been wanting to see more videos on it, and we are changing things up. This thing is very dusty and has not been ridden in actually quite some time. So as you can see, first things first, we got rid of the seat. I went ahead and created this new seat. Now it is not done, bear with me, but we have wood and we glassed it all together. We still have to do some repairs and whatnot, and this is going to be getting wrapped with a foam and then wrapped in some type of a leather. I have a pocket bike gas tank right here that I went ahead and pretty much cut in half, shortened it about 3 inches, extended, pretty much built all this stuff in it. So you can see it pretty much will sit something like that. And then the controls that I have right here will end up going here. Now we have a lot of work to do and I've been lagging, but as you can see on the seat, we have some intake stuff. I moved the peg back because I didn't want it there anymore. I wanted to feel more like an actual kind of a street bike-ish vibe, if you will, kind of like a Grom. So wanted to change it up. But the one issue we have with changing it up is this right here. This peg and the intake sits right here. There's nowhere really for your foot to go. Now I don't even know if this is gonna work or not yet, but we have this PVC piping, fits perfectly with here, right in there. And we're gonna relocate it to about right there. Hopefully, it'll be something like that once we get it all in. Now it's a little small, so I'm gonna heat it up and then we're gonna pretty much force it on there. That way it takes the new shape of this. We're gonna be expanding, if you will. And then pretty much that will be there. And then hopefully that should allow room for your foot to go onto the peg. So with first things first, I'm gonna get this heated up. We're gonna get it on, we're gonna pull it back off. I'm gonna grind all this stuff down, kind of clean it up, and we will end up getting this thing painted black. But first, let's see if this will even fit on first. Alrighty, so let's go ahead, get this thing all heated up, and then we'll see if this works. Pretty much just like that. Then we take some water to cool it down. And there it is, guys. So I just tested it and it works out really good. The only issue I have is my foot still kind of rests on here. So I have a choice. One, we can leave it at that, or two, I can kind of cut about this much out and then reform it again. That way, it is on there. We will not need no clamps or anything. Let me get this off. It's been a few days, but we got the intake on. I'm gonna end up buying a new one because I accidentally crushed it. But we painted it, it's on, it's good. We have room for our feet now. One other thing that I'm gonna be doing, I'm not gonna be filming a whole lot, but I need to get this seat made. So I got this bracket right here, which we're gonna be welding on to here. The hinge will be welded to it as well, something like that. And then the seat will pretty much be somewhere about right there. So it's gonna have a little bit of hangover. That way it's gonna kind of make it a little bit longer as well to sit rather than being so close. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get all that finished up and I'll show you how the seat works when we're done. Alrighty, so there it is. We have this all welded up. It is not done yet. And then I'm gonna actually be welding kind of like a stopper here. That way it kind of just doesn't flex really like that. But as you can see, as I just did, pretty much it folds up. I know right now, guys, this looks very scary and doesn't look pretty. It will, trust me. So like I said, I'm gonna put a stopper here. That way it kind of maybe sits somewhere like that, or even like that, but maybe like that, but just to where it doesn't flex like that. And the reason for this is I have headlights and I do have taillights, which I removed for now, but the battery kind of goes right there on that plate. And that's that. And then this bar right here is to hold that battery in. So we just gotta make the stoppers, which we will at some point. And then that's that, finished tacking and welding all this up. And then we are good. And then as far as the gas tank goes, this is gonna be also quite some work, but it should sit somewhere right here. And as you can see, now we have all this space. So I'm gonna have to do something with this, whether it's extending the tank, maybe cutting it, extending it. I really don't know yet, but either way, this will not remain here. But that's pretty much what we're about looking like right now. And I think I'm also in the future, not anytime soon, but I think we're gonna be cutting the bars, and pretty much like I did with the forks, we cut it and we dropped it 2 inches. We're gonna probably cut it, drop it. I don't know how much, but yeah, so that's pretty much that. So I'm happy we made some progress. We got the intake on, we have the seat on. Once we get the seat pretty much dialed in, we'll start working on the tank. The tank, it's really just body work, and then figure out how we're gonna mount it, which I think I have a pretty good idea how, but it's looking pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. So we got the pegs moved back, we have the intake, we have the seat finally somewhat functional, not quite done yet, but it's on its way there. I'm super stoked for it. I just want to see a lot more content on this bike. Make sure to let me know in the comments. I read every single comment, and also liking the videos does show you guys like it as well, because we have a lot of stuff that I'm going to be doing. For example, we will eventually be changing the wheels to bigger wheels. We will end up cutting the tabs off, putting a full-on swing arm in, and then we still have to get we're going to end up getting the whole frame completely repainted. We're going to be doing new headlights, different taillight style, a lot of really interesting things we're going to be taking place on this bike. But if you guys want to see it, drop some feedback, subscribe, and hope to catch y'all there. Peace.